Hi there, welcome back to part 3 of short story The Wolves of CERNOGRATZ. I believe this short video will be entertaining, educative, so stay tuned with me. It is not when anyone dies in the castle that the howling is heard. This line is spoken by an old grey governess whose name is Amelie. And she is talking about a story that is associated to the castle. And the story is interpreted by the governess who has purchased the castle from CERNOGRATZ family, and the baroness came to know that a legend is associated to the castle, and she is telling the story that is believed to be associated to the castle. Alright, so what is the legend or story or tale that is associated to the castle that here the baroness and the old grey governess they are talking about? The story was that anyone dies in the according to the baroness, alright, anyone who dies in the castle, so howling is heard, howling of the wolves in the forest and the dogs in the castle and the village is heard. But the old grey governess who doesn't accept it, she says that the story is not true as it is interpreted. According to the old grey governess, the story is something different. Then what is the story? The story is not anyone dies in the castle, the howling is heard, rather a person should be of CERNOGRATZ family, one of the members of the CERNOGRATZ family. In case that particular person dies just before the death hour, the howling is heard. Okay, this is the story the old governess speaks about. She tells that it is not that anyone dies in the castle or anyone lives in the castle, the howling of the beasts or wolves is heard, rather a person who is one of the members of the CERNOGRATZ family is about to die. Just before the death hour, the wolves howling is heard. This is the story that the old grey governess says, that it is not that the story as it is interpreted, rather anyone of the CERNOGRATZ family when dies, then the howling is heard. Not anyone who lives in that castle but doesn't have any connection with the CERNOGRATZ family, the howling is heard. No, that is not true. A person should be one of the members of the CERNOGRATZ family, then the howling will be heard. Okay, it was when one of the CERNOGRATZ family died here that the wolves came from far and near and howled at the edge of the forest just before the death hour. So the story is interpreted by the old grey governess, the true story that when one of the CERNOGRATZ family members dies just before the death hour of the person, the wolves in the forest come, okay, at the edge of the forest and howl, and the dogs in the castle and the village do the same. Okay, this is the story she wanted to tell. So the wolves from far and near, okay, they come together at the edge of the forest and they howl. Alright, when do they howl? Just before the death hour. There were only a few couple of wolves that had their lairs in this part of the forest. So it is said that there were only few couple of, means few pairs of wolves that they have the dens, rather the living place in this particular forest. Who? The wolf pairs. Okay, the wolf pairs. A few couple of pairs of the wolves live in that forest. But at such a time the keepers say there would be scores of them. But the keepers, okay, rather we can call the servant, caretaker, who is known to be caretaker, he says that I believe there could be more big number of wolves in the forest. Who knows that? They walk in the darkness, gliding in the sense they walk, okay, in the forest, and they come together and howl in a chorus in one tone. Chorus in the sense in one tone, okay. So according to the caretaker, there could be a big number of wolves. Alright? And the dogs of the castle and the village and all the farms around would bay and howl in fear and anger at the wolf chorus. So, says that when the wolves howl coming at the edge of the forest, at the moment entire farms and the dogs in the castle and the village, alright, they all are in fear and anger. They too react in same way, alright. They all howl in chorus in one tone. You often distinct things, particularly in the villages. If you have gone, you can find the dogs in the village. When they find unusual sound continuously taking place or heard, they keep on howling or barking, alright, in high pitch. So same thing takes place when they are disturbed. Let it be any animals, when they are disturbed, definitely they will react according to their own ways. Alright? Here. And as the soul of the dying one left its body, a tree would crash down in the park. Again, here, this, according to the story, that according to the legend, not only the howling is heard, but also one of the trees in the park of the castle crashes down, and the crashing sound will be heard. Alright, when does the tree crashes down? The moment the soul of the particular body leaves the body, when the soul leaves the body, at the moment one of the trees in the park of the castle crashes down, and that is heard according to the tale. That is what happened when a CERNOGRATZ died in his family castle. So this is what happened when anyone dies. One of the members of the CERNOGRATZ family dies in the castle. But for a stranger dying here, of course, no wolf would howl and no tree would fall. Oh no. So the old grey governor says that it is not that any stranger living in the castle or dies in the castle, the wolf howls or the tree crashes. No, it is not. It doesn't happen so. Alright? A person should be one of the members of this CERNOGRATZ family. Then only the howling will be heard. Alright? There was a note of defiance, almost of contempt in her voice as she said the last words. Alright? When she spoke the last words, it was kind of disrespect. Okay. It was lacking respect in her words, okay, in her voice also, as she said the last words. The well-fed, much too well-dressed Baroness stared angrily at the dirty old woman who had come forth from her usual and seemingly position of effacement to speak so disrespectfully. Alright? So, when the old grey governess spoke in a rude tone or disrespectfully, the Baroness was really hurt. She felt kind of disrespect shown to her or insulted, and she reacted such a way that the Baroness, who has been described as well-fed, in the sense she was rich or well-dressed, fashionable, okay, so she stared angrily at the old grey governess. Who is that? Amelie. Okay, the Baroness stared angrily at the old grey governess, or Amelie, okay, who had come forth from her usual and seemingly position of effacement to speak so disrespectfully. The old grey governess used to be, actually she was known to be very quiet, well-behaved. She was very particular in her behavior and dealing with the things and the people. Alright, she was very particular. But this time it was unexpected, unprecedented, and really surprising for the Baroness as well. The way the lady spoke and used her tone was surprising. Alright, she came down from her usual behavior she used to maintain, and she became rude in her tone and voice while speaking. Alright, that was kind of shocking. You seem to know quite a lot about the von CERNOGRATZ lessons. Alright, the speaker is here of this line is the Baroness. She is telling to the old grey governess that I think, and I just guess that you have plenty of knowledge, rather you are mastering this kind of lessons, like von CERNOGRATZ lessons. In the sense, the Baroness wanted to tell the old grey governess Amelie that the way you are talking is really as if you have done PhD, or rather you are mastering this the knowledge of the lessons. Okay, what is the lesson? The lesson that is right now we had been discussing kind of stories. Alright, again she says Fräulein Schmidt. So Fräulein here, the meaning of Fräulein is kind of, it is like honorific title. Okay, honorific title that is given to an unmarried woman. Okay, like we call here Miss. Okay, so Fräulein in German language is like Miss. So Schmidt, it is a short name. So she is telling Fräulein Schmidt. This is expressed by the Baroness, okay, to the old grey governess. She said sharply. The Baroness speaks sharply, okay, in the sense she raised her tone when she spoke. I did not know that family histories were among the subjects you are supposed to be proficient. Now she says that I never knew that. The family histories, you are very proficient in the sense you are expert in that. You know much about the family histories, it means, okay? Who says? The Baroness speaks to the old grey governess, as old grey governess used her disrespectful tone and rude tone, unusual way to the Baroness, speaking about the tale that is associated to the castle, saying that the story that is misinterpreted by the Baroness and which hurt the Baroness. Therefore, she is upset. Who is upset? The Baroness, and she uses this language kind of tone and says sharply to the old grey governess that I never knew that you are expert in the family stories or the stories of von CERNOGRATZ family. Okay? Here, the answer to her taunt was even more unexpected and astonishing than the conversational outbreak which had provoked it. Okay, now when the Baroness spoke, taunted her to the old grey governess, and now old grey governess also doesn't leave Baroness, and she has a surprising way of replying to her. Okay, so when she says that I never knew you are expert in this kind of family histories, she replies in a very shocking manner, something that really takes aback to the Baroness. What is that then? So the old grey governor says that I am a von CERNOGRATZ myself, said the old man. Now the story they are talking about a family called CERNOGRATZ family. Alright? The old grey governess says that I know the story just because, not that I learnt from somebody else or somebody told me, but I am the one who is one of the members of the CERNOGRATZ family. Okay? This identity was unknown to anybody else of that place, even though Baroness didn't know. Alright, that the old grey governess was one of the members of the CERNOGRATZ family. Now, the identity of the old grey governess, who is known to be, whose name is Amelie, is exposing. Alright, so she is the real member of the CERNOGRATZ family, and she claims that since I am one of the members of the CERNOGRATZ family, I know this story all about. Okay, that is why I know the family history, and she says it is because of this I know the family history. When we alright, you are von CERNOGRATZ. You came in an incredulous chorus. Okay, so the expression you are von CERNOGRATZ, this is all the people over there, they come together and join the voice or tone together and express that you, because they don't believe that you are one of the von CERNOGRATZ family members, so they don't believe the way she expressed. Came in an incredulous. Incredulous means like unbelievable. Okay, unbelievable chorus. Like when we do not believe, we say what? Like did you? This way. Okay, so all the people over there, along with maybe the Baroness, they express that you are you the one? Okay, so why did they get like they were shocked when they heard, because they didn't know that the old grey governess was herself one of the members of the von CERNOGRATZ family. That shocked them. They were surprised to know about this. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please subscribe my channel to encourage me to get more exciting videos. Thank you. God bless you.